Have you ever found yourself in this situation? A young woman keeps staring at you across the room for a long time, but the moment you turn around, she quickly looks away. Or maybe she constantly teases you in the most absurd ways. Her little jokes sometimes feel just a bit over the line. At 65 years old, you might have told yourself this. The generation gap between the two of us is simply too wide. She is so beautiful. Why would she ever notice a man like me? But today, I am going to reveal a truth to you. We women rarely speak our true feelings out loud. Instead, we send out the most subtle, hidden signals, and most men completely overlook these precious little clues. In this video, I will share 5 strange behaviors with you. I call this phenomenon strategic chaos. She uses it to hide an intense attraction deep inside, an attraction directed at a seasoned, weathered gentleman like you. And the final sign will be the most powerful one of all. It is the moment she can no longer lie to herself. Before we begin, please do me one small favor. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Now, let us dive right into the discoveries together. Part 1. Strategic chaos. Imagine for a moment that you are sitting in a coffee shop. A young woman you happen to know is sitting nearby. At this moment, her psychological mechanism is rather peculiar. When a woman has deep feelings but wants to keep them hidden, we do not become cold or distant toward you. On the contrary, we become strategically chaotic. This is a fascinating term used in psychology today. She performs actions that appear completely random on the surface, but in reality, they are designed to control your attention. She does this without ever admitting her true feelings. One moment, she is chatting with you warmly and joyfully, but the very next moment, she acts extremely indifferent. This is precisely how she creates a sense of longing in you. That uncertainty is what hooks a man's heart so deeply. Let me tell you a real-life story to illustrate this. I have a friend named David who lives in Florida. He is 68 years old this year and recently widowed. He often visits a dance club on the weekends. There is a young woman there named Emily, 32 years old. One evening, a young man approached Emily and complimented her beauty. Normally, Emily should have smiled and thanked him politely. But no, she actually looked annoyed and brushed him off. She even downplayed the compliment he had given her. And right after that, she secretly glanced over toward David. She wanted to see exactly how he would react to it. Do you understand the hidden message behind that moment? She was essentially saying, "Their approval means nothing to me. Only your approval is the one that truly holds value." She was performing indifference for one single audience member. And that one audience member was you, my friend. The signs of this kind of behavior are quite easy to spot. She often changes her attitude in a very sudden manner. If you notice her behaving strangely like this around you, do not jump to the conclusion that she dislikes you. She may actually be silently infatuated with you. Please comment the word signal below this video if you have ever encountered a situation just like this. And do not forget to like this video if you find it helpful. Part 2. Personal, targeted teasing. Men often think that teasing is just childish little nonsense. But in the world of love, teasing is a powerful weapon. The psychological mechanism behind it is actually quite simple. Teasing is a safe way to build intimacy with someone. She can grow closer to you without the risk of rejection. It creates a private little world shared by just the two of you. These are the inside jokes that only you can truly understand. Pay close attention to the teasing that feels deeply personal. She might gently poke fun at one of your habits. For example, the way you always adjust your tie each morning, or the fact that you always prefer that one classic tea. She turns those tiny little details into running jokes between you. I remember one of my students named Robert from before. He lives in Texas and is 70 years old this year. He always wears an old, faded brown cowboy hat. His young neighbor Sarah constantly teased him about that hat. She would say, "Mr. Robert, that hat is older than you are." Robert thought she was mocking him for being old-fashioned and outdated. But I pointed out something very important for him to notice. Look closely into her eyes when she is teasing you. A genuine Duchenne smile will appear across her whole face. That smile lasts just a little longer than a normal one. It is accompanied by small wrinkles around the corners of her eyes. This is the smile that science has proven cannot be faked. It shows she is truly happy whenever she is around you. She teases you because she has invested her mind in you. Ignoring a person is actually the easiest thing to do, but teasing requires real creativity and genuine effort. If she did not care, she simply would not bother with you. So next time she teases you, just smile warmly back. Do not try to argue back or become defensive about it. Let your calm composure make her fall even deeper for you. Remember, true confidence is the strongest magnet of all. Part 3. The belly button rule and personal space invasion. Our bodies almost never know how to tell a real lie. Even though our words can be carefully disguised and controlled, the subconscious mind will always guide our natural movements. There is a psychological principle called the belly button rule. It was established by Dr. Albert Mehrabian at UCLA. People tend to point their torsos toward a specific person. That person is the one they value most in the room. Try to notice this when she is standing in a group. She might be chatting cheerfully with someone else in the circle, but her belly button and toes point directly toward you. This shows that her mind is completely focused on you. The body simply cannot lie about where attention truly lies. Alongside this is the tendency to enter your intimate space. This is the distance within about 18 inches of someone, which is about 45 centimeters away from the body. This space is reserved only for the most special person. Let me share the story of Mr. James, another student. He is 71 years old and lives in California. A young female colleague always found ways to sit beside him. During every meeting, she chose the chair right next to his. When looking at her phone, she would lean toward him deliberately. When James told me this story, I smiled and confirmed it. This was no random coincidence at all, my friend. When she is close to you, observe her breathing very carefully. Her breath will catch and pause for just one tiny moment. This is a physiological reaction she absolutely cannot control. It happens when a person is near the one they love. The heart beats faster, breathing changes, and pupils dilate wider. These are the clearest signs of true attraction you can see. Have you noticed these subtle little moments before in your life? Please share your own experiences in the comment section below. I truly want to hear each one of your personal stories. Part 4. Her superhuman memory about you. This is one extremely powerful sign that I personally love. When a woman is genuinely attracted to a specific man, her brain becomes intensely focused on every detail about him. Research from Dr. Helen Fisher has clearly shown this effect. The brain activity actually resembles the effect of an addictive substance. Every tiny little detail about you gets stored away carefully. She is building a personal file about you in her mind. The signs of this behavior are quite clear and specific. She brings up something you mentioned 3 weeks ago. It might be a completely random and trivial little detail. For example, the fact that you do not like cilantro, or a memory about a cousin you mentioned only briefly. Sometimes, you do not even remember telling her that story, but she remembers every single word you said back then. I have a student named Michael who lives in New York. He is 66 years old and a retired mechanical engineer. Once, he casually mentioned his mother's homemade pumpkin soup recipe. It was just a passing comment during a regular conversation. 2 months later, his young friend Jennifer invited him over for dinner. On the dining table sat that very same warm pumpkin soup. She even said, "I searched for the recipe for a whole week." Michael was incredibly moved and surprised by her thoughtful gesture. Do you truly understand the meaning behind that moment? It was not simply because she has a great memory. It was a tremendous emotional investment from deep within her heart. She had thought about that little story over and over again. She kept asking herself what that detail revealed about you. When a young woman remembers things that seem unmemorable, it means you occupy a huge space inside her mind. She is silently and quietly caring about your daily life. Please cherish this sign because it is incredibly precious and rare. Part 5. The silence after the laughter. Many older men are genuinely afraid of moments of silence. They think they have done something wrong or boring, but the psychology of women tells a completely different story. There are certain meaningful silences that you need to recognize. Pay close attention right after the two of you share laughter. She has just laughed brightly at one of your jokes, but suddenly, afterward, she becomes strangely and unusually quiet. She does not look away, but instead looks straight at you. Her eyes linger on your face for just a few extra seconds. In that moment, it feels as if time has stopped completely. This is not disappointment or boredom on her part at all. Rather, she is absorbing that beautiful moment with you. This silence is not empty at all. It is incredibly full. Something inside her chest has just shifted in that instant. She is realizing how much she craves this connection with you. At this point, she needs a moment to compose herself again, before she has to pretend once more that she does not care. If you ever catch this silence heavy with raw emotion, do not rush to fill it with random words or jokes. Just let it unfold in the most natural way possible. Look back at her with calm, warm, and steady eyes. That is the precise moment when feelings are truly blossoming. It is the golden moment that so many men have missed. Part 6, the climax, the hurried denial. And here we have the most important turning point of today's video. I want you to memorize this golden rule of attraction. The faster the denial, the greater the underlying desire. Please read that sentence one more time carefully. Most older men, when they hear a young woman say, "We are just regular friends, nothing more than that," or the line, "I do not see you in that way at all," typically, they immediately give up, thinking it is hopeless. But the psychological truth here will truly surprise you. True indifference always plays out in complete silence. A woman who does not like you will never bother denying it. She will simply smile politely and walk away from you. She would not even take the time to explain herself. But if she rushes to insist that she does not like you, even when you have not yet asked or brought it up, that is the defense reflex of her subconscious mind. The speed of the denial is inversely related to her inner certainty. The more hurried the denial, the more her mind is struggling. She is trying to convince herself, not actually convince you. I remember the case of Mr. Thomas from Chicago. He is 69 years old and a very gentle man. There was a young woman named Ashley who kept seeking him out. One day, she suddenly announced to a group of mutual friends, "Thomas and I are just older, younger friends, nothing more. Everyone, please do not get the wrong idea about us." When Thomas heard this, he was sad and ready to give up. But I asked him one very important question. Did anyone actually ask her about your relationship? He thought about it and answered that no one ever had. So why did she feel the need to deny it herself? Look at her body language when she speaks those words of rejection. Her mouth says no, but her feet point right toward you. She says, "I have to leave now," but lingers at the door for another 20 minutes. That is the inconsistency between her words and her body. And you already know, the body never knows how to lie. It does not have enough social intelligence to deceive like words do. This is the exact moment where 98% of men fail. They view her rejection as a door being slammed shut. But in reality, that door is being left slightly cracked open. You just need enough courage to recognize that fact. You just need a little more patience and quiet composure. Remember, a timely retreat is more powerful than rushing forward. Conclusion and action steps. So together we have decoded 5 very important signs, from strategic chaos to deeply personal teasing behavior, from the belly button rule to the superhuman memory of you, and the meaningful silence and the hurried denial as well. Each sign is a single piece of a much larger picture. Young women are attracted to older men for many reasons. It is not only about financial security, as many people assume. We crave true composure, real experience, and genuine character. We love the way you control your own life with quiet confidence. We are tired of impulsive and shallow young men out there. You possess something that only time itself can bestow upon a person. That is the depth of soul and understanding of life. So what is my action advice for you today, my friend? The next time you notice one of these signs in your life, do not rush in or try to impress her with words. Just maintain a calm smile and a dignified presence around her. Hold eye contact just a little longer than usual with her. Keep being the valuable man that you already are today. Do not make her the only center of your entire world. Live a life full of your own purpose and personal passions. That is the strongest magnet that will truly draw her toward you. Let her be the one who voluntarily crosses the final line. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. Have you ever met a young woman who showed signs like these? Please share your own story down in the comment section below. I will personally read and answer questions for each one of you. Do not forget to hit like if you found these secrets useful. Please share this video with your friends in the same generation. Hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell today, so you never miss the psychology insights that make you more magnetic. See you again in the next exciting and insightful video. Goodbye for now, and may you always be full of true masculine strength.